Aloha, everybody. It's me, Steve. And it's you. And we're here on Aloha Friday. I have my Aloha shirt on, so that means welcome, or goodbye, or big hugs, or don't cry. Whatever it may be, aloha. Anyway, you guys, we got lots to do today. All kinds of things are getting delivered all at once. Look. Our friends at Tuna Attacks, remember that. It's hard to forget. Tuna Attacks, look what they make. What? You can get all kinds of different ones. She'll come to your house, just drive right up and open the back of her trunk like it's Depression era or Prohibition era bootleg gin. And you can shop right out of her back of her trunk. She's got hundreds of them. All different styles, all different prints. It's crazy. Remember, Tuna Attacks. Look them up on Facebook. I'll slap the link on my Facebook thing so you guys can hit them up and get your way funky cool mask. Because you know what? They're way more fun to wear if they're cool. Look at that. Aloha mask. Alright, you guys. Oh, I caught my glasses. We don't need to wear masks when it's just you and me over the video screen, do we? Ain't that special. Alright, so, and we also don't always need to wear a mask if we're just by ourselves. Trying to get a little mindfulness in, do we? No, we don't. Alright, we have our mindfulness bell. We have the dinger. See how I should turn that around? See if you're paying attention? Alright, are you guys ready? Here we go. Oh, Titus is ready. That was a nice one. So nice that I had to say it twice. That's nice. You know what somebody asked me the other day? They said, Steve, how many Aloha shirts do you have? But they were from Oregon, so they said, Steve, how many Hawaiian shirts do you have? Anyway, so I don't know. But if you scroll back on Fridays, I don't think I've worn the same one yet. Give you something to do, a little homework on Stories with Steve. Get out of here. Alright. Today, I found this, tracks. And on the back it says, get ready for the wildest train ride of your life. Which I just saw because I was holding the book like this. And I was like, ooh, look. You know, going around cows and all this stuff. Ready for the wildest train ride of your life, everybody? I think so. Tracks. David Galef, illustrated by Tedd, with 2 D's. Arnold, like Red Fox or something. Tedd. It's not Tedd. They just say the D once. Like Aaron. But they have the double A's at the beginning instead of the 2 D's at the end. Ooh, this looks fun. Get out of here. See, I'm already kind of giggling. Look how happy they are. Oh, man. This looks familiar, like the Fly, that Fly book. Where the fly goes around, I don't think we've ever read because I can't even remember the name. But see, all right, good old Tedd Arnold. You already got me giggling. You got some good pictures. It's for Daniel and Beth. Aw, Daniel and Beth. In the town of Granville lived a railroad worker named Albert and his dog Barney. Albert had a brown mustache and a thick pair of glasses. And his job was to lay railway tracks. Wow, you'd think all the railway tracks would already been laid there, Albert. How old is this? One morning, Albert and his crew were laying track for a new railroad line from Granville to Denton. You know what? There's some more homework. You guys can look up Granville and Denton and see if these are actual places. They sound familiar, but there's so many. Wherever Albert pointed, his crew put down the wooden railroad ties. Thud, thud, thud. They hammered the steel rails on top. Bing, bing, bing. His dog's just chilling. Look at him go. By noon, the new track ran straight past Henley's Field and Barron's Woods. But as the day grew hot, Albert's face grew sweaty. His glasses kept slipping down his nose. He kept pushing them back up. He was just bending down to pick up a railroad spike when his glasses slipped off completely. They hit a rock and broke with a crack. Uh-oh. Albert reached for his broken glasses and put them back on. Everything around him looked blurry. But he didn't have time to go home for his other pair. Holding the glasses on with one hand, he pulled at his mustache with the other. Really? You really needed to go, You couldn't have just said, whatever, Albert. I've had a mustache before. They're hard not to play with. Hard not to play with. Oh my. Straight ahead, he said and pointed. Into Sally's pond? Asked one of the crew. Albert peered ahead, but couldn't see any pond. Just the blue sky, a little lower than usual. I said straight, he repeated. The men shrugged and laid the tracks through the pond. Thud, bing, splash, quack, thump. Oop, look, they knocked it up. Oh, look, a turtle. See, they wouldn't have actually done that, though, Albert. Now they were in Dunn's pasture. A herd of cows was grazing, but to Albert they looked like gray and white boulders. We must go around these large rocks, he announced. What rocks? Asked one of the men. Exactly. See, now that makes sense. Don't ask questions, replied Albert. So the crew laid the tracks around the cows. But whenever the cows moved, the crew had to curve the tracks again. Thud! Bing! The track zigzagged all over the pasture, leaving a circle with cows inside. Crazy talk, crazy talk. Soon, they came up to Cadler's big red barn, or Calder's big red barn, whichever way you want to pronounce it. To Albert, the barn looked like red hills east of Granville. No more detours, he declared. We're tunneling right through. So the crew laid tracks straight into the barn, between the horse stalls, and out the back door. Thud, thud, nay! Bing, bam! Oh, Albert. You should have just relied on... You knew you... See, he knew his glasses were broke. Why wouldn't he just ask for a little assistance? Next came a giant grove of pine trees. Albert pulled at his mustache. He saw a fuzzy green mountain. We've got to go over this one, he ordered. So his crew went up one sloping set of branches, down the other. Thud, big cheep! Thud, wham! You couldn't go up trees, Albert. See, it's going to be like a Disneyland ride. They arrived in Denton late in the evening. We've done it, he told his crew. Tomorrow the train will run from Granville to Denton. They did all that in one day? Come on. The next day, the mayor opened the new railroad line. Albert was wearing his other pair of glasses, a clean shirt, and his new straw hat. Let's thank Albert and his crew, said the mayor. They made this railroad line possible. The crowd cheered. See, they had a little party. See, they got the kid banjo. A bunch of Granville citizens climbed aboard. The mayor got into the cab of the locomotive with Sam, the engineer. Albert sat on the porch of the caboose. Sitting on the porch of the caboose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The train headed straight out of town. Chuff, 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 chuff. Suddenly, a huge splash drenched everybody as the train ran through Sally's pond. Quack, quack, complained the duck. Phew, said Sam as he spat out a mouthful of water. Oh my. Granny's on the ceiling. Her pantaloons are up in the air. The passengers were still drying off when the train entered Dunn's pasture and jerked to the left. All the passengers on the left side were thrown to the right. "Hang on!" yelled Sam as the train jerked to the right. Everyone was thrown to the left. "Mrrr," said the cows as the train zigzag circled and finally ran. Finally? Yes, it finally ran straight again. I'm getting there. Just simmer down. Albert was leaning over the side to see what was going on when everything went dark. He heard a loud neigh as his straw hat was snatched off. When he looked back, he saw a horse chewing on it. The train roared out of Calder's barn and a cloud of hay. Brr, brr, brr. Look at me. It's like a cow in the front still or something. Little moo cow in the front. Oh, Albert. It is like a Disneyland ride. "Watch out for low-flying branches!" cried Sam as the train went up into the pine trees. A nest full of robins cried, "Cheep, cheep," and a squirrel ran into Sam's cab. The train climbed higher and higher till it reached the top of one huge old pine, then ran down the other side of the woods with blinding speed. It was headed straight for Denton. What's going to happen? Look, the cow's still on the front. Because you know what they call that little front, that triangle thing in front of the old trains? A cow catcher. They caught one. When the train pulled into the station, the passengers were slow to get off. Albert just sat in the caboose, pulling at his mustache. He was very, very worried. The first passenger off the train was an elderly man. He walked slowly past Albert. "Got to catch my breath," he said. Albert bit his lip. The second passenger was a girl with red hair. "That was really wild," she exclaimed. Albert swallowed hard. Sam stepped down from the cab, shaking his head. "I've driven on a lot of railroad lines, but this one beats them all." "I guess it does," said Albert. Yeah, they're all just woozy. They're all like... Look, there's a cow stuck in there, Doug. Then the mayor of Granville got out. Albert pulled at his mustache so hard it hurt. Must be his little nervous twitch. He's the guy you want to play poker with, his tail as he pulls his mustache. But the mayor reached up to shake Albert's hand. "I just want to thank you for the most exciting ride I've ever taken," he said. The crowd around the train clapped and cheered. "I haven't had so much fun in years," the mayor went on. "I don't see how you ever got the idea for those tracks." That's my mayor voice, because he's all excited. And he's a politician. You got to remember, politicians are always all just glad-handed. Albert took off his glasses to wipe his face. Everything turned blurry again. He put the glasses back on carefully. "Well, I really don't see too well either," he told the mayor. "But I think I will from now on." Oh, see, look! It turned into an amusement ride. Look at that. Me and Albert had the same idea. You're genius, Albert. Genius. Oh, look, and now Albert's driving the train through the trees. Boop, boop. See, I bet Albert's making a mint, because that would be a fun ride. It sure wouldn't be fun to get freight from Granville to Denton, I tell you that. Little curvy tracks, your freight be going all over. Well, you know, David Galef and Tedd Arnold, thanks for the book, Tracks. We found out how Albert had a good time. Well, I hope everybody has a good day. Now check this out. The next thing, we got a little Steve extra. Look, my stamps came. I got the little stamps. And so, you know, we got our little Nathan's little library. We got little stamps now. We got little stamps. I'll take the stamp and it'll say, "This book has been read on Stories with Steve." Get out of here. Then take the little stamp and we'll put it on the title page because the title page will always stay there. See, the book was read on Stories with Steve. I kind of over-inked it. Maybe we'll do it twice. It's a special book. Ooh, there we go. And then, check out this one. This one, it said, "Books from Nathan's Little Library." And then, so we ink it. if we can ever see. Maybe I should have pre-planned this and got the ink pads open before we did this. But then they dry out. And so we ink the other one. And I'm going to do a light one. Nope. Nope. This is going to be the most special book in Nathan's little library. It's going to be the one that looks like some little kid stamped. Hey, look, I'm going crazy with the stamp pad. See? Nathan's little library. And Brand on Stories with Steve. It's the first time I stamped him. Now I know how the stamps work. Alright, you guys. I hope everybody has a good day. And remember, look, wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance. That's the plan. Love you, Nathan. Because there's a whole bunch of upticks in cases. And you know what? Now with these fancy masks, you don't even have to believe that you need the mask, okay? You could just say, hey, that's a badass mask. I think I'll call Tuna Attacks and get me one. Because it's a stylish thing to do this summer. Even though, you got to adjust it so it doesn't fog up your glasses. Stylish thing to do this summer. Hey, look at him. Where did he get that mask? I don't know. I want one. Alright. Bye, everybody. Enough of listening to me. 143. I'll see you guys next time on Stories with Steve. She cut right to that fire tighter. She's ready to be done.